Although there isn't a magic figure that you should have set aside for retirement, there are some steps you can follow. You can achieve your goal of retiring early with proper planning and lifestyle adjustments. All you have to do is follow 5 easy steps. Step number 1, setting retirement objectives. Setting your retirement objectives involves 3 factors. They are the age you want to retire, the amount you need to save before retiring, and your ideal life after retirement. Let's examine each of these factors more closely. Your intended retirement age is the key determining factor. Typically, people retire when they're between the ages of 60 and 65. But if you want to retire young, you should aim for between 45 and 50. Setting a definite age range for when you want to retire can help you know what to do and what not to do to reach your goal at the right time. The amount that needs to be saved before retirement is the second factor. You wouldn't want to retire with nothing in your bank account, right? Before you can even start thinking about retiring, you need to have a significant sum of money saved. You must determine how much you'll need to have saved up before deciding to quit. Once more, financial freedom is not always guaranteed by having money saved. Money is merely a tool for investing, as well as for trading commodities and equities. Your ideal life after retirement is the third factor. Do you want to have a simple and quiet life, or do you want to enjoy lavish vacations year after year? You must first determine the lifestyle you want, then you must ask yourself, will the income from your current investments and savings allow you to live the life you want in retirement? If not, then you should increase your savings and diversify your sources of income. However, if the answer is yes, everything should be all right. Evaluating your present financial status is the second step. You must take a number of things into account in order to determine the steps you should take to reach your early retirement objectives. These include your savings, debts, and financial commitments. Let's examine how these elements will impact your early retirement plans. You don't need to include your savings when evaluating your present financial status. Although the money saved alone will not guarantee your financial freedom throughout your retirement period, it can be utilized to invest in physical assets or stocks. Physical assets that you can purchase with your savings include rental properties, which can provide you with a way to generate income flow to support your retirement. Your debts come next. If you have debt, you may not be able to retire early since you'll need to work longer to pay it off. But that depends on how much debt you have. While some debts could be simple to pay off, others might be more challenging. Your credit rating will be impacted by numerous overdue debts, which can make it challenging to obtain other types of credit. You must pay off all of your current debts if you want to have a solid chance of retiring early. If you don't, you'll have to put in more hours at work. Then, you have your financial commitments to consider. A financial commitment is a pledge to incur one or more expenses at a future date. The expense could be a significant or modest one. Typically, it is related to your living costs. While certain financial commitments need one-time payments, others can be spread out over a long period of time. These commitments could be personal as well as business-related. One must take into account all of their financial commitments, both short and long-term, before planning an early retirement. There are also ongoing obligations to family. For example, if you and your partner have a child, you both agree to raise that child. This financial commitment will last for a very long time. Additionally, there is a financial obligation to lenders. When a bank or lender authorizes your loan, you are legally obligated to pay it back on time and in accordance with the terms of your contract. Deciding on your asset mix for investing is step number 3. Define your goals, estimate their cost, and decide how much risk you're willing to take after you've built up your emergency fund. Choosing which stocks to buy is the next phase. Keep in mind that you must select those that will enable you to achieve your objectives over the long term. If you want to reach your objective of early retirement, selecting the right asset mix is crucial. Your asset allocation is the ratio of stocks, bonds, and cash in your portfolio. Finding the ideal asset mix is undoubtedly considered by many financial experts to be more crucial than even selecting stellar investments. It is now simpler for an investor to identify their ideal asset allocation thanks to a multitude of online calculators and tools. Your time horizon and risk tolerance will be the two biggest factors in determining the asset allocation that will work best for you at any given moment in your life. The expected number of months or years you'll need to invest in order to accomplish a specific financial objective is known as the time horizon. Longer-term horizon investors are typically more at ease accepting higher risk investments. These investors can tolerate the long economic cycles and the anticipated market changes. An investor's willingness to lose some or all of their initial investment in exchange for higher prospective returns is known as their risk tolerance. A low risk tolerance investor would probably choose investments that will protect their initial investment, but this risk aversion may cause them to work longer or have a lower quality of living after retirement. Establishing your investing needs is the fourth step. There are numerous worthwhile investments one may make, and investments are often meant to provide returns over the long term. The essential thing to think about when deciding on an investing strategy is if these vehicles will provide you with the returns necessary to support the lifestyle you established earlier. For example, investing in bonds alone will result in steady but unimpressive returns. Consequently, it's unlikely that your retirement savings will enable you to have a financially successful retirement. On the contrary, investing in stocks that have a greater future growth potential will give you more possibilities throughout your retirement. In the end, you'll need to be more aggressive in your investment choices if you want more money during your retirement. Once you're aware of your investment needs, you must decide whether you want to use active or passive investing to meet them. You must actively participate in the operation of the business if you make active investments. This might not be the ideal option for someone who wishes to retire early because the whole point is automatically defeated by being actively engaged in employment. Your entire attention is not necessary for passive investments to generate money. The initial investment and work are primarily required for passive investing. Afterwards, it pays you without requiring you to do anything. Passive investments are perfect for you if you truly want to relax with your feet up and not have a care in the world because they demand no work on your side. The last step is to automate your investments. Automated investing is directing a certain amount of cash from your paycheck or bank account each month to invest in a specified allocation. This process has three main benefits. First off, fewer conflicts. It limits the possibility for disagreements regarding the amount you should spend or save. The second benefit is there is no labor involved. Setting everything up would need some work, but once everything's in place, you can unwind and enjoy the perks. Lastly, when money is transferred automatically into your investing account, you cannot spend it. It indicates that the urge to spend the money elsewhere has vanished. That's a wrap for this episode, which we hope you enjoyed and learned something from. Give yourself a pat on the back if you've already ticked off a few of these steps. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Inlet Financial Coaching channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.